Taking some maps.
Whoa.
Proxy Hatchery here from Sarah.
You know, if you open up with something incredibly all-in-y super early on in a game, guess what? Generally, the guy who wanted to do a crazy strategy doesn't get to do it because suddenly he's responding to you.
In fact, he did not even scout the other bases as of yet. He might turn around and do so, but you have to figure this out almost immediately to be able to stop it. Cyril is very favored right now to win game number 2.
So, no spotting just yet. Now, I do also want to point out that Haas is a player who knows how to walk the line of cheese. And you have to know, if you're good at cheesing, you usually know how to defend against a lot of different things like this too. But is Haas going to be ready? Is he going to panic when he starts to realize that what he thought was going to happen this game is completely the opposite?
Well, his multitasking really isn't his strong suit. It's his strategy and his execution of those strategies. So I feel like this is going to be a very rough one for him. He can't quite see that creep yet. Oh, a crucial moment when that creep is seen.
A few pixels on the screen. Okay, it's coming forward. We have no confirmation if Haas's eyes have actually caught it just yet. And now he knows for sure.
Okay, the Stalker going to start pressuring a little bit, but Roach is on the way right now. The Stargate is proxied, so does he try to fly units home to defend, or does he just go and do some counter-harassment? It's hard to say.
Not sure. It would seem like Void Rays would be a necessity here in order to hold off an attack like this. And you're right, the proximity of the Stargate there is going to make Void Rays no longer an option. Instead, it seems like he wants to go for an Oracle here. The Roaches and the Ravengers are up. There are batteries out here, but this isn't going to last that long, especially with the corrosive biles being targeted on the battery.
Yeah, he's having to heal that pylon as well. Very rough. Those are not going to help him out very much. The gateway's getting unpowered, no warp gate. These type of things can end the game.
Another shot, and that goes down as well as the pylon. I feel like we're almost to a checkmate here.
Yeah, it is looking that way. There is an Oracle out right now. Where does he go with it? It looks like it's going towards the main base.
He needs to do a lot of damage with this Oracle. If we can get a shot of the main of the Zerg, it's coming in right now, and there's nothing here to defend.
All right, definitely catching Cyril a little bit off guard with this, but even if he kills these drones, how does he stop the army at his doorstep?
He needs to buy time, but right now there's a lot of muscle on the low ground. Haas is going to try to get a closer over here up inside of his main, but there's just nothing where he can warp in from, and the probes are being pulled. Even with this many batteries, I can't imagine it's going to be enough.
Yeah, he's going to go after the queens to start out here, which is a really smart move. Can he kill off these queens? Maybe the oracles can clean everything up.
He's trying to get rid of these queens, but still the corrosive biles landing, doing a lot more damage. Those batteries trying to heal up these probes. The probe count beginning to dwindle over here.
The cheeser has become the cheese. Can he actually hold on? There are so many roaches up here. A lot of probes have fallen. Very few left over for Haas, but he does have some oracles.
He just doesn't have any assets right now. These drones long distance mining as they've ditched the main. The oracles come down again and start to do some more damage. Now it's just these two queens for anti-air because you can always dodge corrosive biles with oracles. And we're now into very uncharted territory in this PvZ.
Oh, yeah. Multiple oracles coming out, but the queens have some transfusions. This is really tough. There's only one stalker out at the moment. And what? There's 2 workers for Haas and 4 for Cyril.
Neither player has enough minerals to make another Nexus or Hatchery. So what you see is what you get in this game.
Just 4 drones coming back, 2 more being made. This is something that Haas could clear out.
I'm sorry, there are no probes. Where's the one probe on the map? Are we able to find that over here? Okay, there it is. It's the one that was actually being made up there.
How many oracles now? 5 oracles coming in?
This is a lot of damage. The transfuses are going down, but they're now going to be out, and that's going to be a kill there on that queen.
The anti-air of Cyril is going to be all killed. Oh my God, 5 oracles, a stalker, and a probe against 6 drones.
GG.
Ooh, I mean, this is such a fast pylon. It makes me think
that Proxy Gate?
Yeah,
you're thinking about it.
The Barracks is just at home, though. It's just, it is a gas first, I believe, but, or Barracks Gas, actually, I think. So, yeah, I mean, this is a very, like, straightforward defensive build where Time can get a unit out very early. Time, however, does not have a scout out on the map, so...
Jeez Louise. Bad luck for Time here as the Marine actually just walks right past this. The first SCV will die.
Yeah, you
Stalker
definitely...
also has the flank on top of that Marine, right? So if it comes up here to try and help out, it's just going to die for free.
That's a lot of SCVs being pulled, but I don't really think it's even enough here. I mean, the Stalker, the Probe, just going to micro down against that Marine. 2 more Marines do come out. Oh, the Probe gets the finishing hit on that Marine, but there's a Zealot chasing the Marine. Stalker's chasing the SCVs. Notice how Haas is trying to target the SCV building the command center, but he was not able to do it, and as a result, he's realizing that CC is going to finish, so he's just got to kill as many workers, as many Marines as he possibly can.
The bunker does finish, but there's nobody to get inside of it, and now Time makes the right choice, and that is to just go up inside the main. He's got a factory that's got a Cyclone trying to come out there. A brain pause for me as Haz throws everything he has at the top of the ramp.
Oh, wow, a Stargate already going down behind this as well. Haas is preparing for a very, very quick transition.
And it is going to be Cloaked Banshee, which this is the nice thing about Oracle opening is it gives you a really good chance to at least scout that out. So even if he doesn't kill a bunch of SCVs, if he dives inside that main base or uses it as a spotter for the Stalkers, it's a very good chance he'll see what this tech is. And Banshees really rely on not being scouted to get their damage done.
Yeah, they're definitely one of those units where we've seen some very high-level Terrans find a way to sort of just kind of maneuver them around the map, even once they've been scouted. They kind of force a reaction, get something, but the dream is to not have your opponent see it until 2 Cloaked Banshees are in the mineral line massacring their workers. Finally, we are seeing these workers moving down, the Marines and the Cyclones. The Stalkers, though, take a few Marines and an SCV out.
Yep.
And the Oracle.
Buying a lot of attention. Where's that Oracle?
Oh, he waited for 2 of them as well. Haas is going to dive into the main mineral line. There's nothing there. The Widowmine does get a shot off. 1 Oracle goes down. The Widowmine does get taken down in revenge. The Stalkers forcing the Marines and Cyclones to stay at the front. What a beautiful combo. The Stalkers were never going to break the front, but they forced the defense to stay there, and that alone is massive. The Oracle there just going to fight that Cyclone, but the mass repair will be a little bit too much. He comes back in on the front at the same time.
Oh, no, all the Marines except for 1 dies, and now the Stalkers are unleashed. The tank, of course, has the damage to do something here, and Haz going to make the wise choice to back out. It's going to cost them. 2 Stalkers die in that last volley, but 9 SCVs do perish as the Oracle is able to make its way out of there, and here comes that Cloaked Banshee, and it is, it's just spotted instantly.
Haas is all over this game. That Proxy Gate getting such a good start off for Haas. And Mass Blink is probably going to be the follow-up. We've seen Haas play this
there you go.
To about the 20-minute mark in some of his games. Haas apparently not watching that. Does miss this Banshee flying in.
Not the tightest of security at Camp Haz, I would say. They're there, they know what they're supposed to do, but do they see it?
Well, Haas is the guy who leaves the front door to his apartment open to try and lure thieves in. Like, you know, he doesn't lock everything down. He wants to lure you into that messy scenario. And once again, a few probes going down here. A big army grouping up at the front, but this is a little bit nasty. 3 more probes do go down. The worker count very equal. Haas is still epically ahead in unit count, but is that mass unupgraded Zealot, Jeff? I think he thought he was making charge.
Oh my God.
But he made Blink.
Well, Blink finishes, and now he's doing charge.
Okay.
Here's the thing about Haz, by the way. Notice the production tab. No more probes being made, because he's like, thank you for killing them, because that's like 2 pylons I would have had to make. He is just, he's just very different, right?
Yeah,
he went for +1 attack, now he's doing +1 armor.
Okay, I think this was actually on purpose, right? I think he just knows that he has such an army advantage. He wants to just win the moment time comes out of his wall in. And even with slow Zealots, with the force fields, he can trap the army. I mean, it very well could be a mistake.
You have to build probes for that, though.
He's taking a 4th Nexus,
Yes.
I mean, he'll transfer probes as his minerals mine out. Time is worried about the force fields and the flank. So he's saying, look, I 100% lose if I get force fields behind my bio. So he's being very careful. He's keeping the bio behind the mines, and that's the smart decision here. He's just being super careful, but he is going to move down now.
Oh, no.
Haas is going to pull the trigger. He's going to go up that ramp, but that is a death zone. You cannot break that ramp, Haas.
Well, he's learning that now. He's going to back away, but this is something that Pig was talking about. There's no storm behind this. There's no Colossus. There's no splash damage whatsoever. It's got to be this fight right here.
Nice pickups. The Zealot flanks are coming in, but that is just too much bio. The upgrades even on either side, and Time takes a 50 supply lead. Just reads his opponent's play perfectly, doesn't go on autopilot at all, and he says, I know what you're doing and I know how to respond to it perfectly. Only now does the Templar Archives go down. Haas just stuck in a one-track mind throughout that mid-game, just trying to force the issue, and time did not give him the opportunity. Stalkers and Zealots counter-attacking across the map right now. Haas needs to buy time. He can't fight this army front on. He's got to pull time home, but time, I think, might have enough units to hold the main ramp. He's going to lose a lot of workers in his natural, though. Yeah, he's going to ferry back behind his wall in. Haas wants a base trade here. His Storm is almost ready. He's got Zealots hitting the third at the same time. That tank will not be able to defend that. The main base is being breached. Haas, despite this game going terribly awry, looks like he's being decisive enough. Suddenly, when put behind, he knows exactly what to do. Time is way slower to get in here with the base trade.
Pig, the Storm is about to finish here. If he's got some Templar and can land any Storms at all, that could actually turn this game in as a huge victory for him. I think it is just the one Templar so far, but this army that's out on the map for time is really, really scary.
A few High Templar landing those Storms could be big. There are ghosts out, and there's still a very scary army for both sides. Those Widow Mine shots in the north of the base just took out about 6 or 7 Zealots. A lot of Haas's army did go down, but the production has been breached. Haas's production still here for a moment, but one big Zealot warp in. That might be all he needs. He's got Psystorm. He's got a few Stalkers to deal with the Liberators as well. And every second that goes by, Haas is able to build more units. He should not be engaging down there, though.
No,
a little bit of a misstep.
Yeah, he just kind of sloppily A-moves some units down there. The fight inside's going okay, but it's the micro battle that's occurring here where the Liberators are picking off some key units. It's this right here, though. Is there going to be any Storms? He actually backed off. He's got the 2 Templar, but there are still Ghosts out here, and if they can land any EMP or snipes here, it's it. The Storm! Kind of a whip. The first one's not great.
Oh, the EMP misses as well. One good Storm goes down, takes out a bunch of the Marines. Of course, a lot of the bio will be able to heal itself up over time with these medevacs, and the Zealots going down. There's not enough firepower. Haas's production has been breached. He will not be able to defend his main base any longer. It is going to go into a base trade, and with no flying units out on the map right now for Haas, it could be a forced draw or a win. Time, I don't think he can lose this game anymore unless there's a Phoenix on the map.
Yeah, he's going to try to relocate to the middle over there. And his army's stronger, I really do have to say, for time. He is down a single armor upgrade, so that's kind of the... Well, actually, looking at that, it's a lot. It's going to come down to, like, the Liberators. If he can land EMP center mass on the Protoss army, it's lights out. He only does have the 4 medevacs, and 2 of which are really low in health. It's actually very close.
I mean, time has to start thinking about the draw right now, because it's still a very scary Protoss army. It's scary for both sides.
Has money for a Nexus.
Oh, he does have money for a Nexus there.
Yep.
Okay.
And he has a bunch of probes too.
Yeah, he's got a few probes. All right, there we go. I mean, he's got Ghosts, he's got EMPs. All the High Templar are gone off the map, right? So this is going to be very dicey. If the Liberators are sieged, there's no way to win this fight as Haas.
No.
If the Liberators are sieged...
Oh, he does have Storm.
Okay, a couple of Side Storms coming in there from the left-hand side. And these Liberator zones, the siege tank. Oh, very nice.
I think you got to pull back. You don't need to fight here. I think
the EMP is huge all over the High Templar, and he's going to force the fight now. The Marines are coming forward. Flanking
where did that come from?
Very nice. He's just got to buy time. He's got to regenerate energy now. Those High Templar need to get more energy up. Time is going to take forever to get any production up. Both of them are. And the High Templar are the more powerful renewable resource here.
Yeah.
If they can just renew energy, get a few more Side Storms, they should be able to do this.
And I think both these barracks will die as well.
Man, Haas was so far behind in this game as well after that. He was so far ahead and then so far behind. This has been a real seesaw. But down in the base trade, Haas is very, very on point. He's got a full base mining now. He can unsupply block himself very soon.
What's in the main base, by the way? Is it all depowered? Yes.
Yeah. But he's still got the tech. He can actually...
He has a Templar Archive.
He has a Templar Archives, yeah.
If he gets any gateways at all, he can actually just start making Templar.
Ooh, I mean, if he could even
he has
take
2
a
gas,
probe
so
in
never
there,
mind.
That would be crazy. But definitely right now, it's just okay. Widowmine did get a shot off there, I believe.
Gotta declump the Templar, man.
Yeah.
Is it just the 1 Ghost? If we could get the units tab up, by the way, that would be the
Yeah, 3 High Templar versus 1 Ghost. So definitely, a good couple of snipes, good couple of EMPs, good couple of Storms could change the game. Widowmine's going to come in here and try to harass, and time just seeing this, it puts the pressure on. He realizes, wait a second, I've got to try and deal with this. These Stalkers going to try and harass from the high ground. Very cute moves by Haas.
Yep, and it's a problem. because it's going to be the whole army moving across the map. And like, he could actually just jump down and snipe that orbital, by the way, and really, again, have this game. Oh, Storm's landing on top of Liberators.
Oh, they're out of energy, though. They're out of energy. The High Templar just walked to their death.
Oh,
the Marine Marauder take them out. There's nothing that shoots up on this side of the map for Haas.
And he's running the Zealots.
Oh, no.
Getting 3 shots
Oh,
here.
no. Time finds the angle. He knows there is nothing to fight the Liberators on this side of the map right now. Haas might have let this one slip away. He doesn't have any production up right now. He's trying to sneak his probes back to the north side of the map, realizing this base is going to be evacuated.
Gets 1 Liberator, but he's got the weaker army now, I feel like. He's actually running for good.
Yeah.
The probes went across the map, by the way. They're kind of making their way back up there. They're not mining.
Yeah,
This is just a duck, duck, goose game right now, and Haz is the goose.
Right now, things are getting very scrappy. There's still so many medevacs just able to heal this forever. Their ability to just heal nonstop is crazy. Now that the High Templar are gone, I mean, damaging the Libs looked nice at the time, but it opened up those High Templar to go down. They were not being protected. Time gonna bring in a Liberator on the mineral line as well. The crisis management in this game has been off the chain. Those probes trying to evacuate and hide. Haas is just gonna try and play a very slow comeback. But honestly, that's a long time before that's going to kick in, and I think our Terran player here is going to realize something's up.
Just chasing these units across the map. Liberator count is just down to the 2, but as you point out, the medevacs is the big concern for me. He can keep stimming and just keep up the aggression, and that army is so much stronger. He went up and took his natural again, by the way, which is a depleted base. So even when this finishes, I think it'll be kind of hard for Time to figure out that he has it. But the income that comes from that base is going to be really unimpressive.
Yeah, I mean, this command center is going to be lifted off. If he
could just win.
That could be huge.
Where's the SCVs?
There is a barracks floating on the right-hand side in the dead space.
Oh, all right. Safe from that.
That command center taking a ton of damage, though. He's sending a Stalker to the high ground as well. It is burning right now. All the depots going down. Time took a long period over there on the left-hand side of the map to clean that up.
Oh, and it's on fire.
Yeah.
It's the barracks that's safe here.
Yeah. There's no way to eliminate Time because that barracks is out of reach until Haas rebuilds his tech and his Stargate. The crazy thing is Time has no idea. Look at Time's vision. The last place you would expect a Protoss player to re-expand is in his own natural if he finds what's going on.
That's a Stargate right there.
Oh my gosh.
He already has a Stargate.
Yeah, that's a game-winning. If he just gets out a single Phoenix, that alone can take down the barracks in the corner.
And Haz is shaving off some units here as well.
Wow. The madman Haz, he just knows how to play these down and dirty situations. I absolutely love seeing this. Just a player.
Oh my God, and he knows that's the final building. He knows that's the final building.
Yeah, he's been here before. He's going to be here again.
Haz is still not mining gas. Okay, there he goes. He just started, actually.
He realized immediately.
Oh my God. Oh no,
he's dumped it into the Void Ray. He's got that Void Ray chrono boosting. And finally, Time sees it, and he goes, oh man, he's got to feel his heart
sink. He sees the Stargate. He has to know.
Oh, man. He knows he's on a timer. He's got to get up there. He has to cut off that Void Ray. The Marines are desperately
not
stimming.
the base, the Void Ray.
He's got to stop that Void Ray getting out. If those Marines don't get on top of that Stargate.
He doesn't know.
Oh, no. The Void Ray is out. The barracks is trying to flee for its life.
It just has to set fire to it.
The Stalkers are there as well. The Stalkers are going to dive on it.
Nothing can stop it. That's going to be it. Haz wins. Holy cow.
Haz doesn't open up with 2 adepts very often. This is not something that Haz has done so far in this series or even in some of his other games, but he's going to be able to get into the main base.
There's nothing here.
And if he just gets 3 probes, that is massive in a Phoenix War. Oh my goodness.
He's going to get more than
Jeff.
3, Kevin. We're already starting to see it happen here. Now there's some kind of battle going on at the front of Haz's base, but so many probes are dying. There's the Stalkers. 6.
Oh my goodness.
7.
Jeff,
8.
your timeline.
I can count to 9. He gets it. He gets 9 as well.
He gets 10.
I can't count that high, Kevin. I had to stop. That's it. And he sees Phoenix coming out.
How do you win a Phoenix battle if you lose 10 probes? I have no idea what Shotem is supposed to do. He's going to get another gateway. Shotem is going to go all in.
Just warping in units.
He's going to put it all on the line. He's going to go for a 3-gate shield battery rush.
I like it. This is his best chance. Does that pylon see that low ground?
Let's take a look. Can we take a look at the vision of Haz real quick?
No.
Well,
oh, yeah.
no.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah, it got revealed because he healed up.
So now he does have a Phoenix to spot the high ground, but there's going to be more Phoenix for Haz, so he can kill that pretty easily.
Oh my God. Jeff.
You don't think so?
I don't
You don't believe?
I love Showtime, and I think he's capable of great things, but I just don't see how you can run up this ramp over and over again into shield batteries, into a better economy, and into
Sentry
Phoenix Gateway.
Another sentry here as well, I believe, so you can kind of lock these units in.
I have no idea what Showtime's supposed to do. Maybe you can take care of that piling. No, you can't even warp in the
He can
depths.
pick up half the army, can he?
Yeah, force fields will
Terrible.
go down.
Pretty bad force fields.
If I'm a Has, by the way, I'd like to use my Phoenixes eventually in this fight. There we
there
go.
it is.
That is actually one Phoenix very exposed, takes a lot of damage. Showtime somehow making a lot happen with very little at this point.
Army supply is pretty equal. Tech advantage is still strongly in Haz's favor.
Powers a gateway, snipes the Phoenix. Showtime is actually getting some really good trades up to this point,
is.
Jeff.
Control here kind of backfiring for Haz.
He's using his own Phoenix as well. That one Phoenix is dealing a lot of damage to the Phoenixes of Haz.
Now we're down here to the shield batteries. I think fighting on the low ground there for Showtime is favorable. Sentries have much lower DPS as well.
Can we take a look at the units lost? Showtime has traded phenomenally there. Like, other than the 2 Adepts that has killed everything. We got 2 Stalkers, 2 Phoenix.
I still feel like he's a good force field or 2 away from just flat out losing this game.
Yeah, I still don't love
But
it.
he keeps missing force fields. And in doing so, the sentries become a little bit dead weight. They either go from like winning the game to maybe losing it.
I almost feel like, okay,
That's a better one. It traps one
If he gets
stalker.
2, yeah, but he got the other one as well, right? He got the kill. Haz, you want to use your units now on the other side. I feel like the Sim City is almost working against Haz at
He's
this
had to
point.
reinforce it, I guess. There's a Void Ray shows up, though, and that might just be lights out. How do you crack the Void Ray in this position? There's so much shield battery behind it.
Yeah, but the Stalkers do
Another one on the
damage.
way, by the way. No, that's actually what exists
Haz
now.
needs to transfer his probes, by the way. Oh my goodness. Haz can be 3 times as rich as he actually is. He's got all the probes in his main. That's so painful, Jeff.
Well, it is, but he's still so far ahead, Kevin. I can't see it.
He is, but that's a very big mistake. He's getting 4 more gateways now as well. Where? What? Why? Where? And now he's blocking his own minerals with that extra battery too. Haz, use your mineral batches.
I guess he knows the whole game just kind of ends here. There's the transfer of probes. Stalker still doing what they can. A second Void Ray about to join this.
Oh, that Void Ray is very exposed, by the way. The Stalkers can have a lot of... He's going to go for the Void Ray. Gets a big volley off on it. Still has his own Phoenix. I don't know about Void Rays, man. They're clunky, slow units. They're very powerful, but...
A lot of shield battery in the low ground.
Yeah. What a way to finish off this second semifinal. Are you kidding me, Jeff? This is
This is the picture of a Haz game, right? Let's look at this for like 2 Protoss boys just trying to get a win here. There's a good attack. It seems like we're going to commit. The one Void Ray pulls back. It does get focused down. Second Void Ray. It is clunky, like you said. Oh, it just gets regenerated. Still a good Stalker count here in the low ground.
Still a good trade for Showtime. He lost a couple Stalkers, but he gets a Void Ray and he gets a whole bunch of Zealots as well. But the problem is he doesn't have an expand. His main base is going to run out. Gets the Sentry there.
It cost him a Stalker, but the Sentry's a big deal.
Okay, this
Orphan of Zealots, that's not going to help you very much. One Void Ray steps too far forward. Can Showtime pick this apart? Here comes another Void Ray. The Phoenix is going to get picked off. And now the firepower of Showtime starting to kind of melt a little bit here.
Now he gets another Stalker there. Showtime. Is he making the impossible possible here?
He's going up the ramp really aggressively, but he might just be able to do it.
More sentries again. Like you said it, you're still
Hiding.
one.
He just needs to land these force fields. He does land it. 4 Stalkers stuff up here. Is that going to close the door on this Haz? Is gunning down the Stalkers. The Void Ray remains strong. Shield batteries on the high ground might just have sealed the deal. 30 supply to 46. He's going to come back up the ramp, but he's just lost so many Stalkers. He can't do it, Kevin. He can't.
I mean, the problem is that right now Haz has a tough time really killing a unit, right? Like, what does he have to kill a unit? He can only kind of run back and forth. But that is obviously good for Haz because he has a way better economy. So even
he
if
can't go down there.
No, he should just. I think he should take another gas and just rely on those force fields. Like he just after those great force fields, he lost 4 units by now.
And you got to pull the sentries back. If he loses the sentries, he won't have force fields anytime soon at all. His gas count's really low. All of a sudden, Kevin, your point about the Void Rays might be very true, right? Like that could have been several more waves of sentries, and you lock in these units. That's it. The shield bearers in the low ground don't save you.
The economy of Haz is so much better, though. Can we get the income graph for a split second just to see? I mean, Haz is feeling very confident now. He's basically having twice the income.
The whole game.
Well, not the whole game. He didn't saturate his base.
A lot of it, anyways. And now the Army's starting to kind of equalize, and I really feel like Showtime has made this an incredible battle and has, with a few mistakes, almost threw this away, but he needs to throw away a lot more and make a few more mistakes.
The Stalker count is so freaking high now for Haas. He's got high ground vision as well. He can still throw away Zealots. Showtime. He knows that if he expands, he's going to lose the game. He simply cannot do
See
it.
it in his shoulders, Kevin. He's sitting back. The reality settling in. He loses the Phoenix for the high ground spotting. Now he has to go up the ramp if he wants to see anything at any time. He's kiltering back and forth. He's just now realizing JG Haas is on his way to the final.